What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Netflix new reality series Kaulitz and Kaulitz. Let's rock this. Okay, am I a fan of the band Tokyo Hotel? Of course not. In fact, I had never heard of the name Bill and Tom Kaulitz until now. Maybe some of you can sing some of their greatest hits, but I don't, because I don't even know which of their songs made it to the Billboard chart. I think they blew up right after I moved to America over 2 decades ago. You see, there are superstars who are famous only in Europe and Asia, and the Kaulitz brothers are part of that category. When you are in America like me, or like I am, you are basically in a bubble, meaning America has the tendency to think as if the world revolves around them, especially in terms of pop culture. So, if you're not famous in America, but you are famous in every other country, Americans would ask, but are you really famous though? Which kind of makes sense why the Kaulitz brothers end up here in Los Angeles. I'm sure they still encounter a small group of paparazzi every now and then, but for the most part, generally they can just walk down the street, down Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills for example, without getting mobbed by the crowd, and without needing to have bodyguards, and without wearing disguises, because Angelinos would not have a clue as to who they really are. They'd be like, Kaulitz what? What's a Kaulitz? Which brings us to this new reality show, Kaulitz and Kaulitz. I've already watched all the episodes, and to a certain extent, some of the episodes are fun and sassy and glamorous. The brothers' out and loud and proud personalities are just so all up in your face. But after a while, the novelty of this show kinda wears off. With a few exceptions of things that are normal, like taking a driver license test, for example. Every episode is basically the same damn pattern of rich people spending their millions on meaningless shit. So in the end, Kaulitz and Kaulitz is just a vanity project for their fans who want to keep tabs on what the boys are up to these days. That's all this is, no more no less. For the first time, Bill and Tom Kaulitz open the doors to their home and grant an exclusive look into their private life, Hollywood, where the rich and famous live. The twins also settled down. A life next door to top international stars, this intimate reality series accompanies Bill and Tom over 8 months in their everyday life, between international careers, family life, Tokyo Hotel tour bus, parties, drama, flirts, and a road trip through the USA. One unique family and success story of the two brothers from Magdeburg. There are a total of 8 episodes in this first season, and each episode also features some flashbacks to when they were younger, being pop stars in Europe. The show also gets personal, with Bill sharing the journey of his sexuality over the years. But really, mostly, it's just about them going from one party to the next. Either it's Oktoberfest or Heidi Klum's Halloween party. By the way, Heidi is Tom's wife, so she plays some part of this reality show as well, showing up frequently. I would argue it's kind of distracting because, to me, she is the bigger star. So maybe it's unintentional, but she kind of takes the spotlight away from what is supposed to be a show about Bill and Tom. But to my point earlier, the excitement fizzles out after a while, because party after party after party, and I'm like, well, that's nice for them, but the show doesn't have an overarching arc. And even their arguments, whenever the boys have arguments, it seems so manufactured, like nothing that they argue about is substantive. Hell, even when they visit Austin, Texas, they're still getting shit-faced. So it got me wondering, is this all that I'm ever gonna see from this show? And the laughs. Bill and Tom like to have these big laughs at the end of every single sentence. Ha 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 ha! It doesn't matter if it's a joke or some serious anecdotes. The first time around it's cute, but the second time, the third time, the fourth time, I'm like, okay dude, now you're just overdoing it. Ha 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 ha! And ultimately, I find myself asking, why the hell am I watching Bill getting Botox injections? Why the hell am I watching Tom rambling about mechanics? Why the hell am I watching them podcasting about topics that don't relate to me? You see, Bill and Tom's colorful personalities are pretty much the only thing that carries this show. Again, if you are millennials who are Tokyo Hotel fans, you would probably give this show a look-see, if you will. But the Gen Zs or the TikTok generation, they will not give a damn about Kaulitz and Kaulitz. And we are living in a day and age where the economy is so bad, the audiences are finally catching up to the realization of, wow, I do not want to spend my afternoon watching rich people brag about the things that I will never get to do in my lifetime. So yeah, overall I give Kaulitz and Kaulitz the rating of 2.5 out of 5. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, this is just a vanity project about two boys who really never grew up and are trying too hard to stay relevant. The show doesn't offer much more, or it doesn't have much else to go on beyond that, sadly.